I probably have about 200 hours on it. I really love this game. I'm doing it because I think it's just off the beaten path enough that there's people that still need to be introduced to it or could be introduced to it. I don't think it was a major label or anything like that. It's been out for a couple years now. And as you can see, probably on here on the opening screen, there is a Subnautica Sub-Zero. That was a kind of a follow-up to it, a spiritual successor. I haven't actually played that one yet. It's on the Steam wish list. I think this is going for about $19 on Steam. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. We get started because there is an opening scene. It's an open world, so you can explore, but it's a specific map. It has a kind of a storyline. You can follow the story as much as you want to the end game, or you can just build like crazy, depending on the materials and everything. We're going to go ahead and do survival. Actually, I played through, after it got full release, I played through most of it, got just about to the ending. Um, Probably just a little ways away from it. Something distracted me, and then I never came back to it. But I've gone through it a couple times while it was in early access just to try it out. I really like the building mechanics, the environmental aspects of it. It's a very pretty game. And as I mentioned previously, it does work on VR. It has VR support. Uh, if you've played the desktop version, VR can be a little bit awkward, but it actually translates pretty well with the. It's mostly the controlling, and as you'll see, accessing your menus and stuff like that uh, translates over a little bit differently when it gets to the VR version. I use an Oculus, so it has the thumb controls and stuff like that. So let's see, any button. We'll start with the opening scene here. I'm always really impressed with this opening scene. It really sets it up well, gives you an idea of what's happening here. Oh boy, that's not good. That's a concussion. And wakey wakey. Oh, I gotta move a little bit closer here. Let me go. Let me go. Okay. So first things first. Look around. Grab the fire extinguisher. All right. Interesting that they still have the feedback and bugs thing. It's been out for quite a while. I've only had one bug. We won't see it tonight. It's basically your prawn armor. I got thrown through the bottom of the world at some point. Minor head trauma. Oh, optimal outcome. Okay. PDA is now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: keep you alive on an alien world. Excuse me, still got the allergies going. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival. Press tab to open and close the PDA. So this is your inventory over here. As you can see on the right over here is what you're going to be wearing. There's modifications to your stuff, your swimsuit, tanks, and stuff like this. Certain things will take up one space in your inventory. Other things can take up to several. Down here we have our health, oxygen, whatever yellow is, food. I think water, health, food. Yeah. So blueprints, you get the basic idea of the blueprints to be able to do stuff. Filtered water is going to be a big thing. You can make beacons. Actually take some pictures. That's kind of fun. And then the voice log is kind of what gets you through the story as you go, as you pick up other things. This will tell you a little bit about what's going on in here. Don't hit escape. God, it's the same thing as the other day. Okay. So you can go out the bottom. So I'll just do that. There's already some fish there. You can grab the fish. Nope. Let's see. I think I need to put this away. If I can remember how. Oh, think, oh, if I could just stop pressing the thing. Okay, so let's go around. So there's, you can start to see some of the wildlife here. If we come up here, climb the ladder, nothing to see for miles. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's your ship. So basically the game world kind of is in this area right here. It's a giant rectangular map that goes beyond that space and off beyond that right there. At a certain point, you'll look into this a little bit. But for now, and then you can go back in this way if you want, if you don't feel like swimming. You have a fabricator here with various resources that you can make. You just put the resources in, or if you have the resources in your inventory, you put those in there. Basic materials, electronics. It says use a repair tool, which we don't have. Solar power cells. So this works off a certain amount of solar. Power is going to be a whole other thing. In the storage container, we got flares, we got some water, we got some nutrient blocks. I don't know why I'm so hooked on escape for that. Medical fabricator. Not a bad idea to just go ahead and pick that up every single time. It will do it every so often. You see it's 1% right now. Not a bad idea when you're starting out to just go ahead and grab those each time. Radio, we don't have a repair tool. So let's use the, excuse me. Oh, okay, what's that? That's, oh no, I've seen those before. That's a specific type of, it's like something new. Cannonball. Okay. So I'm not sure if we have the means. Okay, so when you break it, it automatically, I don't know if you saw, it goes into the inventory. If you grab a fish, which can be a little bit tricky, not the rabbit ones. These guys right here. Okay, so I got this one. They both go in the inventory. There's a means to cooking them. There's also a means for converting like this guy into water. Got to keep an eye on your oxygen right there. Right now it's super low because I'm really just basically holding my breath. Once you get to a certain point, 3, 2, oh. See if I can get to, there we go. So right now, okay, so these guys, these are the stinkers. If you get too close, they release chemicals off those pods in their back. Otherwise, they don't attack you. Here is some metal salvage. Click on it, it goes into your inventory. And I'm just going to try to grab a few different things here. Grab some more fish. This is, I don't know if it's officially or unofficially. If you go to the wiki, this is considered the safe shallows. Nothing other than the stinkers over there, super harmful. As you get over to some of the other areas, you'll start to see scarier fish. I haven't seen this before. This is a brain coral. If you wait for the bubbles to come up, it will actually fill your water. That can be kind of handy in some of the other areas. Oh, okay, so there's your first little scary creature. They will attack you if you get too close. Notice that they're eating the metal. Let's see, life on this planet. Oh, I want to change something real quick here. Options, because I realize I changed the voice, and that's actually a lot of it. Yeah. So you can actually have the computer kind of narrate to you, which is kind of fun. Kind of a soothing little voice. Not terribly annoying. The different coral, you probably need a knife to get to those. Got another eye fish. There is, as you'll see, mods that, like you can get flippers that do better for you, stuff like that. But let's go back up here. Board the escape pod. Okay, now that we've gotten a couple fish, we can spongy grizzly, low calorie count. Thankfully, odorless. Could make the bladderfish into water. That's super handy. So a lot of, you don't have to add a lot of stuff to the thing. You don't got to pile it on. That's kind of nice. We're also going to cook these peepers. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit more even because I really do like the I do like the kind of narration that goes on with this. And I don't think that the fish goes bad. Okay, starting to be able to make a tool. So with silicone, and a bladderfish, you can make a flotation device. What we're looking for right now is either the scanner or the repair tool. Flashlight, survival knife's kind of cool. So to get to silicone rubber, basic materials we need grapevine clusters. I don't know if you clusters, cluster. I don't know if you saw those, but that were over by the scary guys. That's them right there. Are you raw? You are raw. That's kind of a bummer. Okay. And you can distract some of those big scary guys with some metal. Up, up, up. And then go down, down, down. We're looking for these right here. Right click to pick them up. Pretty much full. You see how each one of those takes up 4. Here's an egg. You can pick the egg up. I'm coming for you, fish. I'm coming for you. You can pick the egg up. You do have the option to make an organic aquarium, organic aquarium in your base. You can put the eggs in there and hatch them. I haven't discovered a use for them other than it's like really cool looking. Okay, fabricator, lubricant. But what we want first, we're going to turn titanium in. This is basically taking those big chunks. Did I end up with more than one of those? I did. So here's what it looks like in there. Turns it into 4. Doesn't stack, unfortunately, these ones. No real reason not to go ahead and convert those as soon as you get them. The metal, that is. And there is storage containers, storage lockers you can make. We'll get into... Are we going to get into base building? Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to pop over real quick to Twitch. I want to take a look and see how we're doing as far as... Are we skipping frames? Run around, run around, run around, make a noise. And we'll do one more of those. A few skipped frames in there. That's better than it was. And we'll do one more of those. Run around, run around, run around. Yeah, that's funny. I thought I had that all sorted out. Okay, so you can store stuff in here. The other storages are going to end up looking like that. Don't hit escape, hit tab. And now, let's see. So we have a deployable. We can do a locker. Sustenance, personal. So we're still looking for the tool. Survival knife is kind of nice. Not the most useful thing as far as... I wonder if I'm doing optimal over here. Okay. Yeah, so the knife is more of a tool. Switch that over. There. Don't really need the fire extinguisher. Fire extinguishers you can, I believe, refill later on. You will need them when you go back to check on the Aurora. I got so much silicone on here. Don't hit escape. And is there something else we can make? Not there. Oxygen tank. Yes, thank you. So, let's see. I'm going to do fins. Getting a little hungry, as you can see over here. Now let's look at our thing. Automatically put those in there, so we got improved thrust, improved oxygen. I think you can do, you might even be able to do 2 oxygen tanks. I might be off on that one. Don't hit escape. Goodness. If you were watching Yoku's Island Express last week, that was, boy, I was in escape a lot. I'm trying to think of which game, because I think Minecraft is I. 7 Days to Die is E. I don't even know what you hit escape to which game that's from. Okay. Consume. See that's going up. I'm going to save the water for now. So right now, early stage, it's really just a matter of collecting some gear. Of course, now it's night, which is when it's nice to have the light. You're mine. Oh, there. So you launch those pods, and that does damage to you. Kind of a dot. This is a rabbit fish. You can't really do much with that. But let's take a look around here. Now, there's a particular thing right there. Nope, that's a rabbit fish. But it does have thermal to it. And thermal is a form of energy you can use in this later on. Increased radiation. Yep. Okay, back over here. So early game is kind of just finding the resources. Let's see. Table coral. Pick it up. Oh, they kind of changed how that looks as well. Used to just break off in a thing. Gonna need it for other stuff. There's different objects that you're gonna be able to make here in a little bit. Keep an eye on that oxygen. Generally speaking, the oxygen will start to alert when you go down. It'll alert too late for you though. Just watching all these frames drop. I'm going to jump back over to, let's see here. How far am I from my thing? That's okay. Over to Streamlabs real quick here. I don't need that setting. Oh, okay. That's exciting. That's one of the scary fish jumping by me there. So we're going to go over here to avoid him like crazy. Didn't realize I was that close. And then I'm going to jump over to the stream real quick here. Which I thought I had sorted, but maybe not. Let's go here. Let's see. disappointing on the frame rates, but that's okay. We're not so far off. Let's jump back into the fray. So we got some table coral. We're probably good with the silicone for right now. Another type of fish, a Reginald or a Gary fish. Or Reginald's the other one. Well, let's take a look at what else we can find here. Now here's a little node. Geez, what, really? Get back to your own spot. Are you coming over here? I'm going to get you. Really no advantage. You don't get any food from them. There is, I mean, obviously you get them out of the territory, they'll respawn. You can get stalker teeth, which is something for later on. I think it's for like a special type of metal, reinforced metal of some kind. Let's see here, we got acid mushrooms. And you don't need to worry too much about overloading on stuff. I don't think that's anything. I mean, it'll grow back. Most of these things will grow back. I think you pretty much find enough metal throughout the game. I'm not sure if there's an organic way for you to harvest it. I can't quite remember. I feel like there's a place where you can drill for it. So most everything that you're going to do, you're going to be able to get. Tell you what, I'm going to end this real quick here and jump back on because I'm not too happy with how this is doing. So let's end it. I'll be right back.